Action.
Okay, thank you. So this is a dissection of the muscles of the head. We'll start with the scalp first. In the back we have the occipitalis. In the front we have the frontalis. Connecting the two muscles is the galea aponeurotica. Right? These two muscles work together to raise our eyebrows and cause some wrinkling in the forehead. Right? So frontalis, occipitalis, galea aponeurotica. On the side here, this is the temporoparietalis. Right? This tenses the scalp. It pulls on the galea aponeurotica and it kind of pulls it down this way. And then we're surrounded by three auricular muscles: the posterior auricular, the superior auricular, anterior auricular. Right? And those are responsible for moving the eye. The ear. They move the ear. Okay. The muscles about the eye, we have a couple of them. Here under the eyebrow right here is the corrugator supercilii. Right, that's going to cause frowning. Then in the eyelid, this is the levator palpebrae superioris. And then this is the orbicularis oculi. Orbicularis oculi. Around the nose we have two. In the middle right here, going straight up and down, procerus. And then on the nose right here, nasalis. Right, that's the nasalis. And this is going to cause flaring of the nostrils. Okay, the muscles about the mouth. The first two, this one right here, is the levator labii superioris. Then next to it is the zygomaticus minor. Both of these go to the top of the lip over here that's just been cut, and they raise the lip. Okay. Then over here, coming from the zygomatic bone, this is the zygomaticus major. This one's going to do smiling. In the cheek, buccinator. All right, this is going to compress the cheek. Okay. Underneath the buccinator here on the outside, this is going to the angle of the mouth too. This is risorius. This is for chewing. Okay. Then here, this triangular muscle right there. This is called the depressor anguli oris. Next to that, right here, going to the bottom lip, depressor labii inferioris. And then on our chin, we always go with mentalis, right? Mentalis. This is going to cause pouting. Depressor labii does depressing of the lip. What else we forgot here? Okay, around the mouth here, orbicularis oris. Good. That's going to move the lips and things like that. The last one that does facial expression right here, from the jaw straight down to the clavicle and the chest. This is platysma, and this causes the ridges in the neck. Okay, so that was it for the muscles of facial expression. Two muscles for chewing on this model that we want to see. Right in front of this gland right here, this is called the masseter. Right there. And then if I'm going to just flip around for 1 second, on the temporal bone right here, big muscle, look at this, called the temporalis muscle. This also goes down to the jaw for chewing. Okay, don't confuse this with the temporoparietalis. This is a deeper, bigger muscle. Temporoparietalis is much smaller. Okay, so that was the muscles of chewing. Okay, then we did the muscles of the neck. So just real quick, I'm going to take off a couple muscles. I'm going to name them because we're going to go over those in a little bit. This muscle I'm taking off here is the pectoralis major. We're going to move that to the side. Here's the deltoid. We're going to take that off. Here's the trapezius muscle. We're going to take that off. Okay, and we want to look at the first muscle of the neck that we discussed, called the SCM, sternocleidomastoid. Right, so it runs along the side of the neck. It turns the head to the opposite way. So this is the left SCM. It would rotate the head to the right. When they contract together on both sides, they flex the neck. They're actually going to bend the neck. So we'll remove that one, and then we're going to also remove the clavicle. Okay. There are four muscles under the hyoid. I just want to show you where the hyoid is. The hyoid's right here. It's number 5, Roman numeral 5, right where my stick is. So there's 5 muscles under the hyoid. The easiest one to find right here is this long, thin, strap-like one, omohyoid. Remember, in Greek, omo means shoulder, so it goes to the shoulder. Okay. Then, number 28, it looks like, this is the sternohyoid. It's been cut, so we don't see it going all the way up, but it would run all the way up like that. Then we have this one here, I think it's 29, going from the sternum to this blue structure here. This is the thyroid cartilage. So this is called the sternothyroid. It's telling you where it's going. Okay. Finally, from the thyroid cartilage up to the hyoid bone right here. I'm not sure what number that is. I can't even read it, but
It's 27.
27. Thank you. This is the thyrohyoid, number 27. Thyrohyoid. Okay. So those are your 4 infrahyoids. What do they do as a group? Depress the hyoid bone. Okay. The suprahyoids, easiest one to find is right here. This is called the digastric, coming from the mastoid process. So here's the one head of the digastric. And the other one you may not be able to get, but this, coming from the chin, this is the anterior belly right there. Okay. In between those two bellies, this one right here is the stylohyoid right there. Okay. Stylohyoid. Now, forming the floor of the mouth is the mylohyoid. The best way we can see that here, guys, is this broad, flat muscle here. It just kind of extends and forms the whole floor of our mouth. So that's the mylohyoid. Right, that I'm definitely going to ask you about. And then geniohyoid is above it. We see that right there. Okay. The last muscles that we have in the neck that we did were the 3 scalenes. This first one right here is the anterior scalene. Right there. It's right under the omohyoid. The middle scalene here. And then this one right here is the posterior scalene right there. All right, so anterior, middle, posterior. Between the anterior and the middle, we have the brachial plexus and the subclavian artery. They can be pinched sometimes. It's what we call thoracic outlet syndrome. Just want to mention that because it's something you're going to need to know eventually. And I think that's all we did right now on this dissection. So I just want to show you the dissection of the eye.